shit? Alright, man. So I got in 2006. It was a little different back then compared to how it is now. A lot of things changed. Policies changed. Politics changed. Different people in charge. I think at one point it used to be ran a certain way. And now, like, officers are not running anything. That's right off the bat. Okay, right off the bat. They're not running anything. They're just kind of operating on a day-to-day basis. I mean, they're handling their business, but they gotta, they're answering to somebody and they're following some ridiculous rules too. I'm able to speak out on this now.
Yeah.
And, you got the inmate population. They got their own set of rules. They got their own organization. They got their own...
I got an email. They said the frame's not going to work.
What do you mean it's not going to work?
We've spent the last 8 months and over $25,000 designing our dream mini bike. This all started because my dad and I were tired of traditional mini bikes and the limitations that come with them. As we began our research, we found that most riders were frustrated by the many poorly built bikes on the market. So our mission was simple: design a premium mini bike that embodies passion beyond limits and make it accessible to everyone. But here's the issue. Since starting this company, I've burned through almost all of my savings, and so if we don't launch soon, then the future of motors hangs in the balance, and I might be forced to find a real job, and who knows when we'll ever be able to do this again. But here's the thing. We can't launch until we know how much we can sell our bikes for, but we won't know how much to sell them for until we build a working prototype, and we can't build a working prototype unless we find a machine shop with the experience and tools to do so. That's why for the last 2 months, I've been on the hunt non-stop, trying to find the best machine shop to help us bring our dream to a reality. Unfortunately, none of them have responded yet, and I'm getting kind of nervous. So if you could just give me a call back, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. So while we wait for Machine Shop to respond, we're going to actually use this 3D printer right here to build a full-scale MBK1 to make sure the design actually works. So welcome to the official MBK1 vlog, where we'll be documenting the entire process from prototype to pre-sale. So hit that subscribe button to follow along and to see whether or not we can do it, or if I'll have to go back to a real job. Here we go, it's officially printing, and that's going to be either the upper or lower clamp that we're going to use. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's going to work out perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, I got faith in your designs.
Okay, so part of the prototyping process is figuring out and making sure that everything you've designed works properly. So it's a lot cheaper and more efficient to 3D print everything before you go to an actual machine shop and they build it for you. This is going to print for the next 2.5 days, and then we'll see how it is doing. Alright, there we have it. It's not sanded yet, but there is the right side of the frame, which means that we can finally see what this is going to look like together. Spent the last whole week assembling the entire MBK1 frame. Dad, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, what do you like most about it?
That you can fit a big motor in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so let's point out a couple of cool things. So obviously this took a long time to plastic weld and put it all together, but this is finally what it looks like. We're really happy with it. What I really like are the engine slots. going horizontally rather than vertically, because now you can actually put any motor you want and easily shift them over.
And another thing I like, no more worrying about the motor. Motor you put in one spot and use the back to tighten up the chain tight as you want.
So we got the front end right here, we got the upper clamp and the lower clamp. As you can see, we got the nice handlebar riser plates there. These are the handlebar sleeves. We got the handlebars themselves, and then we got our jack shaft right here. This is what the jack shaft will go into. We got a little bolt right here that is like a set screw that holds the bearing in place, which is really cool. And then these also adjust. And then we bought a shock here to test out. Now this is rated for 2,000 pounds, which my dad thinks is overkill.
Yes, I do.
But I'd rather have something a little bit more stiff to try, and then we can kind of go down from there.